If you own an NSX, you know that you probably see a lot of forum posts in terms of, hey, I just washed my car and now it doesn't really run that great. We're gonna be throwing this on from Davis Fab to fix that issue. So we're just gonna crack this guy open and show what's inside. I'm using this nasty spare wing that I happen to have for the car just as a working surface because it's so banged up. But it looks like we got a little instruction manual, so it should be pretty self-explanatory in terms of how to actually put it on. And then got some additional pieces here. Oh, these are actually very soft and kind of sticky. That's actually pretty interesting. So I've got like these 3 half circle style ones. Then we have a couple kind of circular style plugs. That'll focus nicely. And then, so it's kind of separated into 2 different parts, but there's this longer section here. And these look like actual seals. So there's 3 pieces. Looks like 2 are the same length, 1 is a shorter piece. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that comes with the kit. And we can probably just dig into the install. So moving on to the actual install right now, I went ahead and already removed the screws from this rear garnish piece there. And that's these little screws here. So as you can see, they're all just Phillips heads. They're all exactly the same. I use a combination of a regular screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and then a stubby. And let me show you why I use the stubby. Because the regular one will get pretty much most of these bolts. So here there's a 3, basically where each of those indents are. And then on the back side, you'll have to have the trunk open for this part to actually get to the hardware here. We have one there where the 2 indents are, and there's other ones kind of in this hold section. So those I found with my regular Phillips head, it was actually, there wasn't too much clearance between the trunk, so I used my stubby and that got worked out pretty great. So once you have all those removed, you can just basically pull this out of place and remove it, and then we can move on to the next step. This part of the installation was a little bit weird. But so you can see I have one of these longer pieces tacked down. So there's one that has a small kink that kind of lets it go up this curve. I think it's just like pre-bent like that from Davis Fab. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that this area is clean. So I just rubbed it down with rubbing alcohol and a clean cloth before I tack this on. But yeah, I started basically from this side and then worked my way down and then all the way around. So essentially, the instructions are actually relatively clear. They'll kind of tell you the routing of it. But since it kind of goes over this latch area, it's a little bit of an odd place. But I think I have generally what it described. So we'll move on to the next step. So now I have the garnish reinstalled, basically just the reverse of what we did before. And now we're going to be installing these plugs, basically everything on the top side. So these 2 round ones will basically go where the strut, it's like strut tower access or strut access. So the instructions say to use a bit of soapy water, so I'm just going to kind of lube these up and then put them in. These kind of half circle ones are going to go here where the screw holes for the actual garnish went. So we'll go throw those in and then we'll throw on the rest of the trim pieces as well. I probably should have recorded this section, but I didn't. But the 2 upper pieces now, so there's a short side and a long side. So the short side goes on the left-hand side of the car, and the long side goes on the right-hand side of the car. And there's notches for where basically the actual mounting holes for the garnish are. So all you have to do is basically line it up. It actually fits pretty nicely if you just start from the edge of the garnish and then work your way in. And it just kind of seats in place right on this groove, just how it's designed. But yeah, did that for both sides, and we're done. As I touched on at the beginning of the video, a lot of people have this issue with water getting onto their coil packs due to the garnish here. So what this seal is basically doing now is blocking off the majority of the access actually getting to them. So the reason why there's that lower seal on the right hand side is There's a lip there that's actually kind of cut in for access for the actual engine itself, where the coil packs sit, because the transmission, if I remember correctly, sits on this side. So there's more coverage here to actually protect this area. But that side needs a little bit extra help, so that's why it's there. But now we kind of minimize the potential chance of water getting on the coil packs, thus running into any issues with misfiring or anything like that after a car wash. But Davis Fab does specify that you should sort of avoid directly washing this area with a pressure washer, but more so just like a light mist, because obviously it is designed to kind of drain rain. But yeah, so pretty cool, little quick, simple product and really easy install from Davis Fab. It seems like a very highly recommended solution for a lot of NSX owners, and I've seen lots of videos and forum posts of people going with that. But yeah, thanks for watching this quick little install. Hopefully, it honestly is pretty self-explanatory, other than really that lower section can be a little bit finicky, but once you have everything lined up, it works out pretty good. But yeah, thanks for watching this quick little NSX video, and catch you in the next one.